Welcome to the town of Collierville, a place known for its rich history and its enduring charm. But what Collierville may be most known for is its remarkable spirit of Christmas that unveils itself each night of the holiday season as evening arrives and the lights illuminate the town square. Whether you've been part of this town's traditions and celebrations for decades, or you haven't had the joy of visiting just yet, we extend a warm welcome to each of you as we seek to discover the magic behind Christmas in Collierville. Of course, the best way to learn about something is to start at the beginning. During the building of the Memphis and Charleston Railroad in the 1850s, the Collierville train depot became a haven for workers traveling through Shelby County. This marked the beginning of commerce and trade within the small community, and on February 17, 1870, the town was officially chartered. Collierville continued to develop throughout the early 1900s as a trading center for numerous industries, including lumber, cattle, and dairy products. By the 1920s, Collierville proudly became known as the cheese-making capital of West Tennessee. To celebrate this, the town would throw cheese carnivals that would last for several days, complete with parades, concerts, and naturally, cheese tasting. The railroad that made all this possible still comes through Collierville to this day, and the older locomotives are still on display by the depot, available for thousands of visitors to walk through and to get a life-sized glimpse of history. The town square stands as a living testament to its past, while finding a way to blend in the conveniences of modern life. Nestled within these historic structures, many of which are well over 100 years old, these vendors create a welcoming environment for locals and tourists alike. Music plays a pivotal role in Collierville as well. Bluegrass, jazz, and various other genres fill the square in one form or another, often several times a week. And if there's one thing this town loves, it's celebrating. Each major holiday is given special attention in Collierville, whether you're in town for the 4th of July festivities or the trick-or-treating. But, as mentioned, the Christmas season is celebrated with particular enthusiasm. If you happen to be one of the 70,000 people that visit the square during November and December, you'll quickly find yourself surrounded by decorations and carolers, reminiscent of a scene from a vintage painting or perhaps a holiday snow globe you keep on your mantle at home. But as you might imagine, Christmas magic doesn't just happen overnight. Collierville's public works employees carry out the heavy lifting to ensure an enchanting season for all. Their work is guided by the vision of the town's mayor and board of aldermen for celebrating the holiday season and for bringing the community together.
Hey, I'm Clay Tyser. Been working for the town for 22 years. I've been in the public works department for 17. It normally takes about a month and a half to get all the lights put up and all the decorations put up. We put up roughly 200 to 225,000 lights. 2 crews, roughly 10 to 12 employees over that month and a half time frame. Try to add something new every year. I think last year we added a Christmas present just to kind of change it up a little bit.
There's a lot to prepare for. In addition to their regular duties of maintaining the park, Clay's team will be hard at work to meet the deadline for the Christmas tree lighting, only a couple of weeks away.
My name is Jerry Kimball, and I've been working for the town for 33, almost 34 years. When I started, a lot of the trees and stuff were smaller. We had to take our bucket trucks and go up in there and do a lot of lighting all up in the limbs, where now we decorate a little lower. So it's a little different. We didn't decorate the train back there at the end, which is like we do now, the rail cars.
It's been a family tradition in my family for 38 years. I live about half a mile away from here, and me and my family have been walking from our house to the square for as long as I can remember. Now I have the chance to come up here with my kids, and my kids love to see it every year.
A 38-year Collierville tradition is a long one, but the story of this next gentleman looking on with his loyal companion is over twice that long.
My name is Cecil Bryan. I was born in Piperton in 1941. I started the Collierville School in 1947, the first grade. And the teacher's name was Miss Ashford. Her husband had a store over there on the upper side, Ashford's Grocery. We had an ice plant on Mill Street, and I'd go in and watch them make the ice in big containers like a 100-pound block of ice. That was in the 50s. These fields where it used to be cotton fields, I've hunted, and now it's houses, you know. Many times I'd leave a picture show up there at 9 o'clock, and I'd walk home, and wasn't any street lights back then, and I'd run halfway home. I used to know lots of people. My daddy was a carpenter, and he worked with people here in Collierville. I'm here every day, me and my dog. She'll be 9 years old the 27th of December.
Cecil and his dog are always welcome at the square, along with many other furry friends. But not all creatures around the park are quite as welcome. In fact, some can be downright destructive.
Squirrels, that's been our biggest issue.
Squirrels have been chewing up the lines, and we've had to replace them almost daily.
We've had 100 lines of the mini lights chewed up. We had to replace. And I don't know how many more is out now. We ain't had any trouble in the last 4 years, I guess. But some reason this year's been bad. I don't know what the deal is.
As the crew fights off the squirrel sabotage, the rest of the town is showing up in spades. Like this talented drumline, attracting a crowd. And this wedding party, creating memories that will last a lifetime. And in this particular time of year, about 25% of the square's visitors come from out of town.
I'm Robert Giannetti. I'm from Maryland. I feel like I was transferred into the 19th century. Quite a nice little visit. It is really something out of a movie set for like Music Man.
When I first saw the square, I thought of the movie made in 1960 called Pollyanna with Haley Mills, and there was a nice little gazebo. Charm abounds.
Indeed it does, and the locals know it too, including these artists who are taking advantage of the changing seasons.
We're with Memphis Urban Sketchers. I captured the great fall colors of the trees in the square.
There's just so much to see, it's almost hard to decide what you want to draw. So we just really love coming out here.
With the amount of care that goes into creating such a beautiful environment, it's understandable why artists would be inspired to replicate something that, as we mentioned before, looks quite like a painting itself. Or perhaps something straight from Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Welcome to Little Collierville, a miniature designed by engineers that showcases the town square in, well, miniature form. And it all comes from the brilliant minds of these four gentlemen.
My name is Craig. We've been doing this train show at Collierville Town Square for approximately 5 years. Some of the buildings are scratch built and they take a significant amount of time, a month to a month and a half, depending on your outside activities. I did the backdrop buildings, the trees in Town Square, and the sidewalks.
Hi, I'm Hugh. I work with Craig and with the whole team We take the modules which you see out here that shows the town and the town square and how railroads can be used for teaching children and to teach them how to work together, how to do engineering, how to do art. We think that the historic importance of railroads in Collierville needs to be shown to the people. It's a real attraction to children and to tourists.
Enjoy town square. There's plenty of places to visit here in the square. Go eat, take your kids around here. It's very kid friendly.
We're trying to be real good because Santa is just right outside the door, so come on over.
Ah, yes, how could we forget? Santa Claus. Santa sees over 200 children every Saturday leading up to December 25th. And rumor has it he's a big fan of the square too.
My favorite thing about the square is the lights. This is a beautiful town square. It's a small town square. And it gives you a real home feeling. And the children are wonderful. They're all polite and very courteous. I get asked for a lot of things. There was a little boy the other day asked me for a microscope and germs. He wanted the germs to go with the microscope so he could look at them.
Unfortunately, not every day on the square can be very merry and bright. But even torrential downpours can't dampen the Christmas spirit. And the line for Santa doesn't seem to get any smaller. Thankfully, the rain won't last forever. And soon, Santa will be personally escorted to the town's annual Christmas parade, where there promises to be snow, even if nature needs a helping hand from a snow machine or two. With nearly 100 entertaining parade entries, it's hard to say whether it's more fun to be a participant or a spectator.
I'm excited about they're gonna march. And see Santa? Yeah, and see Santa!
Oh, Santa and his friends wouldn't miss it for the world. And as you might expect, they bring with them so much joy and enthusiasm that even the Grinch's heart can't help but grow 3 sizes. And at long last, the day everyone's been waiting for finally arrives. And the crew is applying the finishing touches for tonight's main event, the lighting of the Collierville Town Square. Over 9,000 people will be in attendance tonight, and a considerable amount of work still lies ahead. The shops are attracting some early Christmas shoppers, while outside the places are being set and the refreshments made. In just a few hours, over 250 gallons of hot cocoa will be served by the mayor, aldermen, and town staff. As the sun starts to set behind the last building and the people start trickling in, the hard work has paid off and the night is ready. The crew can finally take a breath and enjoy the fruits of their labor. Anticipation builds. Family and friends reunite. Everyone gathers around in celebration of Christmas and the love they have for each other. Kevin and Bethany Page put on a live Christmas show that you have to see to believe. The night is filled with dancing, joy, and laughter, uninterrupted by anything except, as if on cue, one more train. If the Christmas spirit has evaded anyone up to this point, it's here now. And as we celebrate here today, we can't help but to contemplate the last 150 Christmases that were observed here before us. And as Dickens himself wrote, we hope one day our children will remember us as those who kept Christmas well, if anyone alive possessed the knowledge. Now all that's left to do is count.
Okay, let's count down from 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A Merry Christmas, and let's celebrate this holiday season starting right now.
And so, from our family to yours, allow us to be the first to wish you
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year to all of you.
I really don't do lights at home, but I do lights here, and it gives me a chance to, do something Christmassy, all I can say, yeah.
Spend time with his family, his work family.
Yep. Him and all my friends, so we work together, we decorate together. It's a good thing to do.
And now that we're at the end of our journey together, what exactly is the magic behind Christmas in Collierville? Well, you may have to come and find out for yourself. Take some time and talk to Santa. It doesn't matter how old you are. Take a walk with Cecil and his dog, and let him tell you about the times long past.
Hey, we could talk all day. I got a lot of memories.
You might just find that the magic is more than just the lights and decorations. It's that no matter where you're from, when you celebrate Christmas in Collierville, you're home.